Hello and hi there, people of the internet. Welcome back to the Cosmic Kill stream for something new and something that should probably take only one shot. I'm playing Adios. Adios is a game I got for free through something that doesn't exist anymore, which is the Xbox Live Gold program. I think it was the last free game that was available before the whole thing was shut down, because now it's Game Pass all the way. And I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of glad I got this, because it seems to be my kind of games. If you've been following this channel, you know that I have quite broad appeal when it comes to game genres, and one of the styles that appeal to me, that I really like, are narrative games. I enjoy a good story, I enjoy a good atmosphere, and this seems to be exactly the kind of, bite-size, self-contained adventure where story is everything. So, as far as I know, well, this is all the information I have regarding this game. I know that it's been polarizing. I've seen good and bad reviews of it, so I don't know what I'm getting into quality-wise. What I know about it is it's about a farmer that used to dispose of the bodies of people getting murdered by the mob. I think it's because by feeding the bodies to his pigs, to his swines, and if I'm not mistaken, the story picks up when he doesn't want to do it anymore. And I'm playing, then again, if I'm not mistaken, the mobster that will have to kill him, because you don't quit in this line of work. You don't stop working for the mob. You know too much, you get shot. So I'm really curious about how, it's an interesting premise. It's a good starting point. I like this pitch. What I'm really curious about is how is this going to feel a whole 1 hour and a half, 2 hour game? Because it's a walking simulator, as far as I'm aware. So how does it work? Is it going to be just dialogues? Are there going to be some exploration, some clue, some puzzles elements? I don't know, but I'm curious, and I really wanted another game that I could complete in one sitting. So far, the only game that I've beaten in only one playthrough on this channel is All Man's Journey. And this is the kind of stuff I like also, to be able to just, cross off a game off my to-do list, of my to-be-played list, and not having to, bother about it again. So, this is Adios, played on Xbox Series X, and let's go for it. Now. So here we are. The only thing I fiddled with is you can change the field of vision. Here, the field of view. I think that's going to be a bit too far, so I'll go for this. And you can show some or hide some hints. So that may indicate some puzzle elements. Also, I have checked, this game is only available in English. I'm leaving the subtitles on, but these are going to be subtitles in English. So this is why I'm streaming in English, because there is no French option whatsoever. So. Oh, it's first person. That's another thing I know. Oh, am I playing the farmer? I thought I was playing the mobster. And I need to invert my camera. Don't tell me I cannot invert my camera. Oh god, this is going to be a pain. So open journal. Oh, you're not playing at the mobster. You're playing at the farmer. Tell him I'm done. This is what I want to do today. And I can't invert the controls. And how is this even possible in a modern game? Ah, okay. I hope this is not going to hamper my experience too much, because I hate playing with normal camera controls. How can you not do this? The confession.
I can't do this anymore.
What?
This.
What, mornings?
No. All of this.
You mean the deal?
Afraid so.
What do you mean? You need better pay, different hours?
No, nothing like that. I'm just, you know, done with this.
Uh-huh. Okay. You wanna...
My audio is awful. It's all compressed and clipping, and I don't know whether this is coming from the game or my audio interface. So, just give me a second here. Okay, I've changed my output device now. I'm getting the sound directly from the Xbox. So, we'll see if this changed anything. You wanna... What? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Here you go. So, you done, huh?
Yep.
Okay, I need to restart.
You understand what that means, right?
Okay, I can't do this with clipping audio. I need to restart. Oh god, I hope this is not a bug in the game. Okay, restarting the system, coming right back. We are back and it seems to be fixed. Cool.
Does it have to mean anything?
It doesn't work like that. You know that.
I must be getting forgetful in my old age.
Uh-huh. Nothing I can do to change your mind.
Okay, so this is really interesting because I thought I was going to be the guy that has to kill the farmer, but no, I'm the farmer. So do I get to stay alive? Do I get to quit the job and keep breathing? Hey, Bobun. Nice to have you here. We are playing Adios, and we're playing in English.
Now you are welcome to try.
Well, let's go get some coffee. Talk things over. Come on. Smells delicious as always.
Ah, Sadie was the real cook.
Hey, don't sell yourself short. Not much that's better than your home-cooked eggs.
Hope you don't mind, I left out the bell peppers this time.
Can't stand them.
So, we can interact with some very basic stuff. Like I can inspect the pepper. What about this? Okay, I can just zoom on it and rotate the asset and put it down. Okay. Not much to do here. Okay, this is going to be all dialogue. So we used to have a wife, and she was called Sadie, and she was a good cook, and now she's gone. I like the aesthetic. This cel-shading look they went for. Game looks nice so far. So let's keep talking about the dead wife, I suppose.
Sadie always liked peppers, though, so I put up with them.
Not to change the subject, but how long we been doing this for, you think?
15 years, just about.
Ah. Summer of 78. Why'd we meet? What was it?
I can take shit. Can eat, I suppose. Yep. And that's it. Okay. Alright, not much to do so far. I'm not sure why they would put these interactive elements in if they are not going to be helpful in any way. Is it just for immersion? So, what we meet, was it Bill was sick? I suppose that was my son.
Bill was sick.
And you couldn't afford a doctor.
No, we could not.
So you needed my help.
So this is
You
exposition.
or God's.
Exposition time right now.
Well, here's what I remember. I had a problem that night, and Jimmy was trying to help me solve that problem when who should come in through that door but you?
Jimmy was always bragging about connections back home. I thought he could help.
Jimmy knew we could help each other, so he called up Tony. We agreed, made a deal. We all agreed. Ugh. Anyone ever tell you you're no good at making coffee?
Sadie did. All the time.
Thought you'd have got it better by now.
Well, Sadie made the coffee. I made the bacon.
It's good bacon. You know, when I was a kid, I thought pigs were all pink with curly tails.
Yorkshires are. Mine are red wattle. American breed. Not a lot of them out there, you know.
That's so.
Mm-hmm. Always thought it'd be nice, you know, to raise pigs that was different. I had some Yorkies way back. Must have been, I don't know, before the service.
Long time ago.
I'm an old man.
You and me both. So why the Waddles? Funny name.
Like I said, American breed. Nearly went extinct. Thought I'd do my part to keep them alive. And that tastes good.
You aren't wrong. You know, the other day, I was reading the paper.
Look at you, an intellectual.
Maybe. Anyways, I read that pigs were as smart as us. You believe that?
Yeah, you going somewhere with this?
You, going somewhere with this?
Nah, just thinking about my food.
What's there to think about?
Nothing, I suppose. Just never thought about it before. Do you think the pigs know
Know what?
that they're food?
Oh, pigs don't think like that.
How do you know?
'Cause I know pigs. Pigs ain't like us. Well, sure, they're smart. They eat, they sleep, but they do not plan. They don't think about the future.
And I suppose you do?
Every man does.
I think I'm just about finished up here. What do you say I accompany you today?
What, help out with the farm chores? Shovel manure, milk goats, stuff like that?
Sure. Always wanted to know how to milk goats.
As long as you're okay with shoveling manure first. What about your sidekick?
Protege. When I retire, he'll be the man you'll be dealing with. Good guy. Smart. Discreet.
I'm not sure I will get to retire.
Ambitious.
Like you, I guess. But, listen. I told you already. I'm quitting.
We'll see.
Uh-huh. That's some very good voice acting. Nice writing as well. So, what numbers? Oh, this is distance. Okay. Waypoints. Distance. I cannot trigger dialogue in this situation. So let's go over there. So I think this is going to be it. I'm going to have my normal day of farming. Only I need to convince this guy that I don't... He has to let me quit my job for the mob. And I have to convince him not to kill me. I think this is why he's staying around. To give me a chance to change my mind and keep working for him. And stay alive, I suppose.
I've always wondered what was in this shack.
Have you now?
Figured it was just some old shack at first, but every time I asked what was in there, you haven't been forthcoming.
I have not, no.
Tried to take a look in the window once.
Did you now?
Well, you're going to know now. How do I enter? Oh, okay. X is interaction. So pull the code. So
Ta-da! Beautiful, right?
Pop machines. Here I figured you had a deep, dark secret.
We have a deep, dark secret. This here is one of my hobbies.
What, collecting them?
Well, sure, I collect them, I guess, but that's not really the point.
Is there a point to any hobby?
It depends. What I meant was that it's no fun to just collect them. I fix them up. That's where the real fun is.
Makes sense.
So I repair soda machines. Okay. Can I just use these? So A used to be, no, A is jumping. I'm not sure how this is useful in this kind of game that I can jump. But maybe if they give me the possibility that maybe I will have to jump at some point, maybe there's a point to this. B is ducking. Okay. Crouching. Y is nothing. Triggers nothing. Bumpers nothing. And X is interaction. So if I try, oh, I can get these. Yep. What now? If I can take one of these, what can I give one to him? No, I can throw these. What for? Okay. Yeah, I know I have some dialogue to trigger, but I'm trying to figure out what this game offers other than dialogue. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love good dialogue, but why the interactive possibilities if there's no point to them, gameplay wise? Can I suck his head with a hammer? I suppose I can't.
You look like you want to ask me something.
Why pop machines?
I like a good soda pop.
And the jump from that to having a bunch of machines in a blacked out shed?
I don't have a
Used
bunch
to
of
work at
machines,
the
I have
town
the
library
one.
after school, and somebody thought it would be a good idea to put in a pop machine. 50, 51, thereabouts. Anyways, it was cantankerous, as these things tended to be, especially back then. And Mrs. Olson, she was the librarian at the time. Knew I was handy, asked me to fix it.
And you've been fixing pop machines ever since?
Well, not exactly. Didn't think much of it for years until after some time I got back from overseas, and I was at this junkyard, and I saw a Kruger Schmidt.
A what?
Yeah,
A Kruger Schmidt. Yeah, I jumble the words, I know, probably French or something.
no, that's German.
Sounds
Yep.
German.
German. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyways, it looked so dilapidated that I just had to take it home and fix it. Of course, you know how the wife is. She just about threw a hissy fit. But I brought her to this here shed and got to work. Fixed her up real nice,
Then what?
Had myself a nice pop. And then I sold it and figured that was all there was to it. But then there was an auction in town and someone was selling a pair of Vendos. Well, I figured, hey, I could fix that too.
And it snowballed from there.
That it did.
But why?
It relaxes me.
I don't know, soda machines. It's an unusual thing for a man to want to fix. Don't people get paid to fix them?
It is unusual, but when the missus and I would get into fights or when things was bad or I was anxious, well,
Yeah, it's pastime activity. It works.
Sadie's sister, once she passed, told me that it was all right to cry, that it wasn't weakness, that it was okay. And I remember sitting there in that empty living room with everyone murmuring and telling me how sorry they were, and I didn't feel like I needed to cry.
Didn't you miss her?
Of course I did. Still do, but I don't know. Not everybody needs to cry. I don't need to cry. I don't get in that way, you know? Weakness? No. I don't know what she was talking about, weakness. Crying never felt weak to me. That's just not how I am.
I Can't remember the last time I cried. Yeah, maybe that movie about the boy and his dogs.
Oh, always cry.
Well, you're a hitman from the mob. You
Dogs
kill
are
people
good.
for a living.
Innocent. Yeah, when a dog dies, that always moves me to tears.
Yeah, that's called the John Wick effect.
But Josie insisted. Then she kept insisting. Then, I don't know. I think she got offended I wouldn't cry, as if she loved Sadie more than me. And she made me feel like I was something wrong. Of course, that wasn't true. There wasn't nothing wrong with me. I just didn't... I wasn't like that. It wasn't what I needed. It wasn't how I needed to grieve. This is how I grieve. This right here. When I got a problem, I fix it. And when I fix it, I fix a little part of me. And I don't know how or why, but it's healing. It's a healing thing, and that's why a man's got to have a hobby.
Sorry,
No, it's all right.
Makes sense.
I
He's
figured,
making
you know.
great sense.
I figured if someone's got to know, this is my quiet little hobby. A thing I do to help me work out my worries.
well, it looks like you fixed this one up real nice.
I'm proud of it. Proud of all of them. But I'm proud of this one most.
Thank you for taking the time to show me.
There's another reason I wanted to show this to you.
What's that?
If you want it, it's yours.
What am I gonna do with a pop machine?
Well, grab yourself a nice, refreshing drink of soda every so often, you big dummy.
Wait, I couldn't possibly.
Yeah. Please. A little memento of our time together.
Oh, come on, a memento. Let's keep this train rolling. We can work something out.
You come on back by, pick up the soda machine. Take it home with you. Or don't. If you really got no use for it, I won't be offended.
I'll think it over. What's next?
Yeah, this is it. This is my to-do list before I die. If we don't work something out, if we don't find a solution before every item on this list is crossed out, then he kills me. And I don't see this ending well. I don't think I'm going to get through this. Because I'm curious about why my character is so hell-bent on stopping. What's changed? Am I, feeling guilt all of a sudden?
Oh.
How do I trigger this? Oh, door. Oh, I can sprint! Oh, this is going to be so much better. Ah, inverted camera, please! So annoying. What, are we going to throw horseshoes? Yeah, we are! We're throwing horseshoes! Okay.
Why horseshoes?
Well, why not horseshoe?
Doesn't it feel stereotypical?
Well, look around you. My nearest neighbor lives, half a mile down the road. It ain't the city. We don't have nightclubs and pool halls to go hang out at.
Pool halls? What is this, 1890? This is 1992, friend. We got shopping malls for teenagers, restaurants, clubs, whatever. But pool halls? I don't even know if they had those when I was a kid.
Uh-huh. Well, time doesn't pass out here as quickly, I suppose. No need for all that, stimulation.
Ah, so you play horseshoes.
So is there a mini game coming?
Read a good book? Develop photos you took for yourself? Go fly fishing?
It sounds idyllic. Quaint, but idyllic. And you just want to give up this home-cooked paradise?
So this is... I don't only find out why I want to stop disposing of the bodies. I get to choose. Was it because I'm tired or because it's morally wrong to do it? I'm gonna go with wrong. No, I don't get to choose. Oh, these are grayed out. These are fake choices. I suppose these are my thoughts. These are things that I know to be true, but I won't say for some reason.
That's lonely, too.
We could get you a nice place in the city.
Nah, never was one for crowds.
Thought you said you were lonely.
I'd be just as lonely in a crowd. Sadie, she, nobody else could really see me, understand what I was.
How do you figure? What?
After Saigon, when I got back, all these people were hugging their loved ones or protesting or whatever, and I don't know. I never felt more alone in all my life. I was home. I should have been happy, and I wasn't.
Well, it wasn't a popular war. You lost friends too, right?
Yeah, but when I got home, it was dark, and there was Sadie.
Oh, that's a good one.
For me. Porch light like a halo around her head. And I knew I wasn't alone anymore.
So you came back to your high school sweetheart.
I thought he'd have married her by then. I didn't think she'd
Who's
wait
he?
for me.
Why not? You're a handsome guy. I bet all sorts wanted you, especially back then. Women love a man in uniform.
You see that house on the hill?
What, the burned out one? I always wondered what happened there.
Gary Gordon, of the Gordon family. Went to high school with us. But, well, most of us were farm folk. Sadie, her dad, was the county judge, so for us that's pretty high society. The Gordons owned a lot of land, and all that passed to Gary after his ma died. In high school, he'd been our quarterback after his pa paid off the school, but he wasn't a bad athlete.
Good-looking guy?
Oh, a real James Dean. And he had eyes for Sadie. The poor farm boy who couldn't play on the team versus the star quarterback.
I think I won.
Shit,
Yep.
What kind of contest was that?
Hey, who wouldn't want all this?
Man, yet when I came home, there she was.
Where was Gary? He served too?
Gary was too rich to serve. Star quarterback had some health exemption. Didn't get drafted.
Uh-huh. So then, where was he?
Running his dad's business. Trying to win her heart. Didn't work. Well, she invited him to the wedding. I didn't want him there, but, well, you know Sadie.
Uh-huh.
Well, the Gordons own most of the property around here, including the 200 acres surrounding that hill.
Right.
Yeah.
And he built a house.
And the house burned down.
Wait, that house?
Yeah,
The
what
very
happened?
same.
Looks like it was a mansion.
It was.
Why'd he build it?
I don't know. To remind her what she'd given up, maybe.
Look, you could have been
So-
rich with me.
What happened to the wealthy Gary Gordon in his mansion?
Well, he built it one year. Must have been 1966 or so, and he went inside and he just disappeared.
That's weird.
Then one night, about a year later,
That's
there
really
was a
weird.
storm, and boom, no more Gary Gordon.
No more Gary Gordon.
Maybe he was lonely too.
Maybe. Yeah. All right, you win. What next?
Woo! I got an achievement. Move the manure, milk the goat, feed the horse. Okay. If this is all there is, this is not an hour-and-a-half game. This is going to be much shorter. I suppose I can go to places which are not scripted or part of the lists. I can move around, so what if I go to point of interests without waypoints, and just if I just go around where there seems to be things like in the garage. There's bound to be something in here, interactions and dialogues. Oh, that's a beauty. Typical, okay, that's both a muscle car and a truck. And there's nothing I can say about it. Then again, I obviously have loads of cars. Why aren't there any dialogue options here? Why aren't there, is there? Oh. Now it's right trigger to interact? Okay. The prompt changed. So yeah, I'm a fixer. That's what I do. My character, he repairs stuff. Pop machines, cars. And at some point, I got entangled with the mob, with the mafia. And I became the guy who feeds murdered people to swine. And then my wife died. And it stopped making sense. And now I don't want to do it anymore. Maybe this is the way... Maybe this is the way my character finds a way to die. Maybe that's what I really want. Okay, I'm going to run around a little bit more and then I'll go back to the scene. Oh, this is big. This is a big area. Oop. Oh, I thought it was an invisible wall, but no. Just that I can't run into trees for some obvious reason. That's a nice piece of land I got here. I really wonder, is there nothing else to do here? Is there nothing to do if it's not scripted? Why would a game give me all this space to explore? All these details. And then allow me to do nothing with it. I can sit in this chair. And stare at the water and the scenery and relax. And that's it. I'm sorry for looking at the sky or the ground for no reason. It's just because I like my camera to be inverted and I can't do it. It's so bizarre. Why? Why all the space? Oh, this is an invisible wall. Okay, I cannot proceed past this line. Oh, okay, another question then. Why, I mean, if they modeled, if they designed all this space in order to just give me a sense of immersion, like to make it more realistic, then why break my immersion to pieces by adding invisible walls? They could just have put a fence here and give me a legit reason for being unable to proceed. But no, they created this environment, this farm, and they added quite a bit of detail too, even if the rocks are basically all the same assets in different shapes. They went for it, you know, they worked on this. And then they added invisible walls which break the purpose. This is really a strange design choice. I can't make head or tails of this. Okay, let's go for this scene. The horse.
Aren't you on a tractor?
What's that got to do with anything?
Well,
this horse is
pigs
scary.
I get.
Oh
Goats
my
too.
god, add some
Some
textures to
fellas
this.
have chickens and cows. That's all well and good, but what's the point of a horse?
Horses are God's most beautiful creatures.
What, you just keep a horse around because they're beautiful?
Horses belong on farms.
Uh-huh. You haven't got a saddle for him, so you don't ride him. He's no racehorse. Can't eat him. What's the point?
I don't see the point in a farm without a horse. Gotta have a horse.
And what's this about them?
Don't try to use logic to explain my reasoning, man.
Beautiful, he says.
I'm not a logical
Spindly
person.
legs and bloated bellies and those weird teeth. Sleep standing up. Who sleeps standing up? Something wrong with that. Aren't you going to say something?
Pet the horse. Yes, I will pet the horse.
One day maybe this fella will understand. There you go. There you go.
To me, I mean.
I keep apples here 'cause he likes them. Likes the salt lick, too. Want to feed him one?
Nah, I'm good.
Suit yourself. All righty, here you go, boy. No, I gotta get going.
This
Why don't
animation.
you walk on out to pasture, rest a spell.
Why?
Horses give me the willies.
Can't see
Why? If you had a horse in the game, make it look like something. Okay, this horse is proper scary because of the model and the absence of texture. And get out of my face! Come on, get out of my face. Let me out. Yep. It's nice. I get the intention here, but this is so janky. Whoa. Move the manure, milk the goats. Okay. I'm really wondering, is there going to be a part 2 after this? Or are these the only 2 actions I'm allowed to make? To take an action, yep. Okay, milk the goats. You wanted to learn. Let's do this. The goat.
You know, back home they call you the pig farmer.
That description is apt.
And yet, you also have goats.
I do also have goats. And a horse. And I had a dog. Tried cows once. Bill raised a newt or something, but it died.
Well, most people have, I don't know, chickens and cows. You got goats.
Is that judgment I hear?
This is not unusual.
No
It's a
judgment,
farm.
No, just wondering, why goats?
Goat milk.
There can't be much profit in that.
Well, there's enough. Besides, I had you.
Have. You still have.
As I've said, I'm no longer interested in that particular revenue stream.
We're the ones who sever ties. And you don't want us severing ties.
I believe I made myself clear.
You know, I feel like we've had this conversation a couple of times now, and you still don't seem to get that I'm done with this line is just going to look really silly at the end of the day.
You were asking me about goats.
Yeah, goats.
I like them. They like to play. They'll eat just about anything. The milk's an acquired taste, but I've always liked the cheese. Meat's good with the right curry. A friend taught me that a while back.
So, you like them for the utility?
I like them because they're playful. Want to get started?
Started?
Milking.
Yeah. You told me that's your thing. You wanna... Are we going to have a goat milking competition? A goat milking minigame? Alright then. Okay. This is not how I pictured my day.
Oh, hey, really? I've always wanted to try that.
Well, here's your chance. My goats are smart. They know what's up, so they'll just walk up.
Oh god, they're scary. Oh, the animals. Don't make a game with animals if they're going to look like this.
Now they'll just take their positions here like this. Got feed all ready for them. Just you take a seat there.
Not very comfortable.
Suppose not. Yeah. Now that we're seated, all you gotta do is grab the teat with your thumb and
I've done this in real life.
And pull?
No, don't pull. Just sort of
Yep.
rhythmically squeeze.
You
with the
push
rest
it
of your
out.
Fingers. Gently pushing the milk out.
Like this?
This is something I
Just
can
like
put on
that,
my
yes.
resume.
All you gotta do is do that till the goat's out of milk.
I have milked goats in real life.
Kind of nice.
I found it relaxing.
Well, I think I could get used to this.
Why don't you?
Say what?
Why not get used to this?
What? And come work with you?
Sure.
Yeah, some folks might take issue with that.
Well, can't make everybody happy. Better than ending up shot.
Shoot him? I have no gun. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Hey!
Oh, I can milk the goat and I can defy the law of physics and shooting the guy with the milk at an
No.
impossible
Gun down.
angle. Okay,
Life over just
this is really silly.
I usually get to shoot back.
Well, we all wind up dead in the end, don't we?
I'd rather live as long as possible.
What good is that?
Living?
What good is living if you ain't happy?
Who says I'm not happy?
I'm not.
You could be.
I don't think I could. Well,
Yeah, I think that's it.
that does it for the goats.
I'm just crestfallen.
Still, thinking about what I've been saying?
I haven't stopped.
Changed your mind?
No. No, I have not.
Yeah, that's it. My character doesn't want to live. I think I'm using this guy to commit suicide. Okay, let's shovel some manure.
What's the wheelbarrow for?
Hauling.
Hauling what?
Manure.
Ah, and what are we supposed to do with this crap?
We are going to fertilize. Well, not now, it's October, but we're going to put it in a nice big pile where it belongs.
Oh my god, the empty eyes.
You did say you wanted
Pigs'
to help.
empty eyes.
Guess I
They look like zombie
Well.
pigs.
Pick up that shovel over there. We'll shovel it in, wheel it out, dump it, and we're good.
And you do this every day.
Mm-hmm. Most every day.
And you want to keep doing this every day.
It's my routine.
Shoveling shit.
Someone's got to do it.
That isn't the first time you've told me that.
Oh, yeah?
Vietnam.
Yeah.
You know, I did some digging on you. Personally, not the shit kind. Know what I found?
I reckon you'll tell me.
You went back.
Hmm.
What happened that day in the valley?
You saw the report. I'm not going to talk about it.
Come on.
No.
Suit yourself. But you got a medal. You didn't have to go back. Had a wife and kid here. In a time where most of us were trying to figure out how to stay home. You went back.
You going somewhere with this?
Think it'd be fun if you told me why? While we're shoveling shit?
I was recon. You know that, I reckon. Was in the hospital, staring at the ceiling.
I'm on rails.
Magazine.
I don't have to
The bed.
to input directions. I just have to
Had
push
this,
forward.
Moment. A moment of clarity.
Revelation.
Uh-huh. And the revelation was this. Them protesters weren't doing a damn thing. The hippies and the bands weren't changing anything. You know who was?
The Vietnamese? The Russians?
Nah. The news. You hit someone hard enough day in, day out with the realities of war, pretty soon they'll tire of it. Vietnam, that was our first time that close to war. So, I figured
You figured.
you ain't the only one of us who's killed people.
Why do you think I offered you that job back in '74?
Turned it down for the same reason I went back. They were telling us our patriotic duty was to go and fight for our country. Well, that's what I did.
You weren't recon when you went back, though.
Went back with a camera. Talked them into letting me help with the press, keeping them safe and all that. So I did.
Hmm.
And I took pictures.
That's deep.
Took all the pictures I could. I fought in a different way.
Did you win?
We pulled out a Nam, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
That's really interesting.
Great big war hero. Shuffling shit.
Yeah. Shoveling shit.
Okay, what now? I have done all the chores. What do I do now?
You know what this is?
Tree?
Well, you ever seen a tree like it?
A tree's a tree.
Remember all them roasted chestnuts at Christmas?
Oh, sure. I mean, I kind of figured. Been by often enough to see the chestnuts myself. Why? Is it special to you?
This is an American chestnut tree.
Oh, hey, Saul. He's telling us about his American chestnut tree.
American, huh? Thought they all died.
What?
You remembered.
Pays to remember things.
Like the American chestnut.
I'm a little lost here.
Oh, a couple weeks back, Saul came by, said you couldn't make it. Business as usual. Saw I had a bucket of chestnuts, asked if pigs could eat them, so we got to talking, and I told him about chestnuts.
Uh-huh. And what did you learn?
Pork tastes better with chestnuts. And most American chestnuts had died off.
It's true. Long before you or I was born, the American chestnut was prized for the quality of its wood.
Jimmy'd like that.
Oh, that he would. But this tree, there ain't many like it left. American chestnuts almost all died out because of the Asian fungus around 1900 or so. The chestnut blight.
That's what, like a couple 100,000 trees?
Oh, billions. 4 billion trees. Snuffed out practically.
I didn't know
overnight.
that.
Well, lumberjacks
I'm learning
suddenly
stuff.
out of work in places like West Virginia. Those economies never recovered.
I thought West Virginia was coal country.
Logging, too, before it all died off. Now there's trees like the General here, making nuts year-round. And I feed them to the reds, and they grow nice and fat and tasty.
Seems lonely.
Well, it is lonely. Heartbreakingly lonely. To know everyone else you ever loved has passed on. So, I look after him, and he looks after me, and I don't know. Sadie and I, we talked about being buried here, you know.
Changed your mind?
Brody's grave was enough for me. But, I don't know. I thought about having him moved. I don't,
Why is it
I
nameless?
don't know.
You've got plenty of years left in you yet. So, what's the moral of the story? With the trees, I mean.
Be wary of outsiders.
Heck no. There are trees out there that are blight resistant. Maybe even the General here, but I'm too afraid to find out. With enough time and horticultural understanding, we could have done something.
Preserved all these trees?
Maybe we could have. They are magnificent. It's just I don't know. I wasn't trying to teach you a lesson or anything.
But you did make a point of it.
I did do that. It's a part of me is all. And God willing to live for 100 more years. I don't know. I see myself as a custodian of sorts. And one day
Saul, go ahead and wait for me at the van. Hey.
Rule gets it.
Hey. Look at me. You're thinking about dying. Thinking you can pass this responsibility off to someone else. You don't have to do this. Give the tree another decade of your time.
well, the time of my demise aside, someone ought to know about the tree.
Jimmy'd love to know about this.
Oh, Jimmy would cut it down.
He would.
Please. Don't tell him.
Hey, I'm good at keeping secrets, but Jimmy's Jimmy.
Please. let me rest here. And if there's a way to... Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Hey, you got more to show me, right?
Yeah. So yeah, this is about delaying the inevitable.
The garage, huh?
And of
No tour
course,
would be complete without the garage.
I have to
of
ask,
course, this was here for a
why
reason.
Sports truck.
I think they're called coupe utility, but...
Coupe utility,
I
coupe
mean, why not a
utility,
sports car?
Yeah, I mean,
sports truck.
I always figured you'd
Never
have a
saw
midlife
one of these
crisis
before.
Like the rest of us. Sports car, motorcycle, an affair, something like that.
Couldn't really say why I love these so much. Saw mine one day, fell in love.
With that,
Mm-hmm. I had to bring her home with me.
I'll admit, it has a charm to it.
But she won't run.
No? Well, pop the hood. Let's take a look.
You're serious?
Sure, already had my midlife crisis.
Motorcycle?
Sports car. And these puppies, well, you know, they're similar enough. Some of them even use the same engine. We can figure this out.
All right.
Now, let's see here.
Oh, that was so weird.
Can you get me that drop light? My eyes, what they were.
Sure thing.
Thank you.
Saul's a good kid.
What's that?
Saul was a good kid. I like him. It was nice him coming by.
Yeah? That's good to hear. Never met anyone with so much promise
Never?
in my entire life. Saul's dad was a good man. Didn't think his kid had it. As a boy, he was too soft. But then he got older, graduated college, really came into his own. Eager, more capable than he knows.
Great listener.
Can you believe we were his age once?
Hard to admit.
When I was young, I thought I knew everything.
Yeah? And now?
Today, I learned from you and him about chestnuts.
Well, learn something new every day, I suppose. You check the spark plugs?
Give me a second.
What's
what
weird
about your
is
boy?
he doesn't look
Bill?
old, the mobster.
Oh, he's fine, I guess.
You guess. Yeah, how old is he again?
Born in 60, so, 32 as of September.
Huh. Roy would have been about his age.
Yeah?
Yeah. Wow. What's this about you and Bill?
Oh, he don't want to talk to me no more.
What? Bill? Tow-headed little guy? Always friendly and outgoing? That Bill?
It's about Sadie.
Ah.
Yeah.
Hey, mind if I ask you a completely unrelated question?
Hmm?
What's with the airplanes at your neighbor's place?
Oh, Chuck's farm.
Chuck? Huh. Yeah, what's with all the planes? There's no runway around here.
You know how farmers are. Hey, have you checked the air filter?
Yeah. And yeah, I know how you are. You got plenty of junk too, but I've never seen anyone else with, what are they, World War II bombers?
I think
or
my
something?
stream got a
I think
hiccup.
he has a B-36.
No kidding.
You got no idea what a B-36 is, have you?
Yeah, have the foggiest.
Well, a B-36 is a big old bomber made out of magnesium.
Don't know what happened.
Biggest
Bugged.
America ever had.
I hope I
Took
didn't
two
lose
train
too much
tickets to
footage.
fill one up. And you could fly from Monday to Thursday without refueling.
So why does Chuck have one in his backyard, plus all the others?
Asked him about that once.
Okay, wire's loose here.
Where?
Right there. So, what'd he say?
Oh, dead navigator came to him in a dream.
What?
He's not fixing the engine.
Dead
He's supposed to
navigator
be-
from the Korean War came to him in a dream.
Actually
Said
helping with the
planes were in
car, and
danger of
he's
being
not.
Lost, and it was up to Chuck to save him.
And it's
So,
bothering me.
Chuck's crazy.
Well, eccentric maybe, but, well. Do you believe in ghosts?
If I did, I'd have a different job. Why, do you?
Well, I figure we all move on in some way. energy is neither created nor lost and all that.
So you're saying a dead navigator came to a farmer in the middle of nowhere, no offense, and told him that it was his job to preserve airplanes?
Yep.
Word to the wise. When you have a Bluetooth keyboard, don't put it in a place where your freaking cat can go and walk on it while you are streaming. This is what's been happening. And I don't know how much damage my cat just did by casually strolling on my Bluetooth keyboard that was on my bed behind me. This is where I'm putting it from now on. Okay. End of the interruption.
So now there's a bunch of planes on a crazy coot's farm.
And he keeps them safe. Can you think of a better place for him to be?
Well, want to try running it?
Sure.
All right.
So yeah, okay, this is a real problem. This game is all about immersion. It's all about trying to get into your character's head and, you know, relate to the situation so you can experience, you know, emotions and feelings and stuff like this. In order for this to work, you need to have mechanics that make sense. Because if a mechanic doesn't make sense, then all of a sudden I'm reminded that I'm in a clunky video game. So a narrative game cannot be clunky. Because if it's clunky, if it's janky, it pulls you out. And then it doesn't work anymore. So in this scene, back to back, we've had interacting with the driver's doors, pops the hood. Makes no sense. This guy is supposed to be fixing a car engine. He's still wearing his suit jacket, his sleeves aren't even rolled up, and his hands he's resting against the hood. He's not doing anything. And now, I suppose I'm going to interact with the car door, the driver's side door, and it's going to start the car up. And this is wrong.
Turn over, you son of a bitch.
Looks like she'll give you a few more years yet. Yeah. Remember Slick?
Sure.
He always wanted one of these.
Where is he now?
Fighting Saddam. Jimmy tried to find out. Classified, I heard.
Good kid.
Angry.
Well, maybe when he gets back.
Thinking of giving him the car is, what, thanks for his service?
I never wanted to be thanked for mine, but that boy's seen more hurt than any of us. Deserves
I can't
better
stop
than
the
that old
engine.
Pinto is.
Yeah. Well, where to next?
Okay, now it's linear. And that's not bad.
Shotguns, huh?
Why give me
always liked
freedom of movement
Life.
before then?
Still do.
I like revolvers myself, when it's for sport.
Got a few of those.
Oh yeah? What's your favorite?
Them big slab-sided ones. They have a...
Of course I thought about shooting the shooter.
charisma.
Of course I tried.
What about you?
Oh, nothing special, really. 357s when I can. But this is a shotgun.
Figured we could shoot some skeet. Always liked shooting skeet. Taught Bill to shoot this way.
You're a good father.
Could have been better.
Name a father that couldn't. So, how do we do this? Who's going first?
You can go first.
Oh yeah. That's another problem. Stop ruining your own story. Don't give me shit like this when I'm trying to get emotionally invested in what you're trying to tell me. This breaks it to pieces.
All right, then. This is more my speed. Hanging out, shooting guns. Maybe a few beers next time.
I'm not sure guns and beers mix, friend.
Oh, sure.
Very
they
true.
do, like peanut butter and very dangerous chocolate. Next time. Trust me, next time.
And there isn't gonna be a next time.
Oh, there's always a next time.
This is it. After today, we are done.
I've tried to tell you. I keep trying to tell you. There is no out. There is no done. You keep doing this. But you never do anything again. It's permanent. Kaput.
Then it's kaput.
You don't mean it.
If that's the way it's gotta be.
You have a choice.
You haven't listened to a word I've said.
I've been listening. I've been listening all morning. I've been listening to you talk about being sad and lonely and refusing to listen to reason.
I have my reasons,
Your reasons aren't any good.
but they're mine.
Walk me to my car.
So we are not shooting anything. He's just mad at me because he doesn't want to kill me.
So, this is it then.
It is.
He's,
Why?
he's trying so
Why are
hard
you doing this?
to keep me
Because I
alive, and
need
I
to.
won't let him.
We're friends, goddammit. You don't get to get all stoic on me. I know losing her was hard, but there's gotta be something. Gotta be.
I can't take care of the farm like I used to. There isn't much point anymore.
So sell the farm. Move into the city. Meet someone new.
Do you believe in hell?
What?
Do you believe in hell?
I'm not scared of hell, if that's what you mean.
I didn't ask if you were scared. I asked if you believe.
I don't know.
Well, I do. And I think doing this, I think that's where I'm headed.
And why? You think you can buy your way into heaven?
I can't take back what I've done. What I can do is do something right,
Why?
because I want to see her again. That's all. I just want to see her again. And I figure I'll do one right thing with my life, just one thing. Maybe I'll get to see her again. One more time.
And this is your one right thing.
It is.
Okay, this is a curveball.
How do you know? How do you know if any of this
I didn't see that coming. It worked on
I
me.
don't know. But I got the notion, and the notion's got me. So, least I can do is tell you adios.
Just like that?
What else is there to say?
Not much, I guess.
No.
All right, then. Have your way. I'll be back this evening. You get an afternoon. Do whatever you gotta do. Just, leave the door unlocked.
I can do that.
Adios, friendo.
Be seeing ya.
So do I get to play? Or is this it? Yeah. So what now? Do I put my things in order? Do I have a journal? Check on the horse, catch a fish, call the boy, call the neighbor. Yep. So this is the last things I get to do before I die. Of my own volition. The line about having one tiny chance to meet his dead wife again. That's the big moment. That's the big emotional hit of this game, obviously. I wish I could have felt it even harder, because I felt this. But because of all the things I listed before, about how all these details don't line up and hamper the experience and pull the player out of the immersion. I have a feeling of wasted potential here. I have a feeling that this could have hit me so much harder, because that's what I was going for. When you go into this kind of game, you want to feel the hit. You want to be fucking sad. So here I am complaining that this game is not making me sad enough.
All righty. Come on now. Come on now. That's a good boy.
Okay, one more apple.
Brung you an apple. Granny Smith. Just like you like. Good
Granny
boy.
Smith's apples are green, not red.
Good boy. You've been real good to me. You know that?
Aren't they?
Brought me a lot of good luck. Good times. Without you, I don't,
Yeah. The hitman, he didn't see the point of the
I
horse.
want to thank you.
So that's
I want to
obvious.
thank you for all
Emotional
you've
support.
done. Gonna go ahead and leave the barn door open behind me when I go. You want to leave, you go find someone else. I figure I'll leave you to it.
So do I get to open the door? Or is it going to be automatic? I can't interact with this one. Nope. Okay, I think this is not something I can control. Yeah, and I know for a fact that there isn't anything I can do this way over there. Will I get to sit by the lake? Or was it for nothing? When I played Jusant, I had this feeling of wasted potential. Like, this could have been so much better. And like, it's kind of infuriating when you see what a developer is trying to achieve and you see how they didn't quite make it. Let me come back. Oh god, I'm blocked off by trees. Yep. So I'm gonna call my boy. My estranged child. And then it's lights off. Okay, downstairs. This is the cellar door. Okay. I'm gonna take a look around the house. Just for the sake of it. Can I go upstairs? Yep. Well, I do keep a clean and tidy house. Except for my son's room. Can I put some music on? Why? Why can I pick up a record, but I can't put it on the turntable even though the turntable is interactive? Why? Okay. My bad. I had to change buttons. So it's X for picking things up, and then right trigger for using them, even though it's X for putting them down again. What else did I miss? My son has a weird taste in music. So I can play these, all of these. What kind of teenage boy listens to this? I mean, this doesn't look like the kind of music that's being advertised on these posters. This is weird. Okay, let's take another one. This is all the same song? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Give me a second here. Okay, you go over there. Tape number 4. Record A. Okay. There's better be an achievement for this. Okay, no. It's not all the same. This is for Elise. But I really didn't picture the kid as a classical music buff. No. You come here and you stay there. Bum, ba-da, ba-ba-bum, bum. So these are all famous classical pieces. What is this? Is this Chopin? I'm not sure. Yeah, so processing. So I mentioned earlier that I like to develop my old photos. Why are these blank? All of these. It would be so cool if I could actually develop some photos. Okay, so the achievement wasn't for listening to all the records, I just had to listen to one in full. And yeah. Whenever it says put down, it means I can't use it. It means, yeah, it's just for looking at the asset from up close, and yep, that's it. I can rotate it. Fascinating. I honestly have no idea why games do that. If it's just, allowing you to take an asset and rotating it and zooming on it, I mean, there's nothing to see. There's nothing to find here. So what is the point? Why is this pair of tongs something I can interact with, but not this? Or the light switch, or these canisters. There's no logic. There's no perceivable logic in this game design. Why can I take this canister, the small one, but not interact with these light shield reflectors? These are reflectors. Why? It's like this game is not really trying to make sense, and I need you to make sense in order to be invested. I mean, we learn interesting things about our character. He was a soldier, he's a farmer, but he's not any farmer. He listens to classical music in his son's former bedroom. He sews. Not every farmer owns a sewing machine. He's a professional level photographer. Well, this is set in 1992, so yep, makes sense that you would have to develop your own photos. But he could, take them to the store. Oh, do I actually play piano? Can I play the piano? Yes! I can play the piano, yeah, so... There are layers to this character. Things that you wouldn't expect from, your usual stereotypical redneck archetype. And this is good. But the way the game is doing, yeah, why can I interact with the kettle? But now, not the candles. What is the point? I mean, oh. Okay, let's wrap this up, because this game is making me sad for the wrong reasons. So the cellar. Approaching scene. Oh, I'm gonna go fishing, yeah! Cool. That makes sense. This is something that you would want to do before getting killed. Can I sit down? Nope. I have to do it. Yeah, I can sit in the chair and cast my fishing line. Okay, I know there is an achievement if I catch some fish. How do I know? How do I know I've got a bite? Oh. Nope. Come on. I have played Animal Crossing. I can do this shit.
Come on. Ooh, nice catch.
Yeah. I knew there would be an achievement for that. I called the Admiral. So what's now? Call the boy, call the neighbor. Let's go back to the house, grab my phone, get killed, and call it a day. I think the lack of music doesn't help. I mean, if you want to put your player in an emotional state, sorry, you need some music. I mean, this silence, it has some value in itself, but not all the time. It shouldn't be all the time. I mean, if a game is 90% is silent 90% of the time, when the music actually kicks in, it's all the more impactful. So this, to me, is another wasted opportunity. So phone. Do I get to talk with my son one last time?
Come on, pick up. Please, pick up.
Dad?
Bill, well, now how'd you know it was me?
Caller ID.
I don't know what that is.
It's new. Tells me who's calling.
Huh, that's some real fancy stuff you got there.
Uh-huh. Listen, I'm busy. Why are you calling?
The grayed out choices are really smart. That's really smart. And I don't think I've seen these before in a conversation-based game. But I can't. I mean, the way it makes you experience what it's like to have something that you really want to say, but you find yourself unable to say it because you're shy, because of your pride, of your ego, whatever. You just can't. This I like.
Oh, just hadn't talked in a while.
And whose fault is that?
Can't we talk?
What is there to say? Hi, son. How are the grandkids?
How are they?
Oh, by the way, I put your mom in a rest home so I could stay there and take care of my goats and my pigs and my stupid horse. Because God forbid, I actually look after my sick wife.
That's not fair.
You put her in a home. You decided she wasn't good enough for you, and you put her in a home.
Oh God. Okay, this works. This hits hard. Sadie was getting forgetful. Maybe it was dementia. And I was afraid that the mobsters would find out and feel like she was a liability. And I can't tell this to my son because I would endanger him. Because obviously he doesn't know. Yeah, that's good writing. It's even more frustrating because there's substance in this game. There is substance in this story that could have shined so much more with a better packaging, a better wrapping. There's something to be enjoyed here. There's some true emotion. Shame, really.
I didn't know what to do. The doctors there, they would.
How hard could it be?
Yeah.
Alzheimer's is a terrifying boogeyman. It wasn't it you who told me to stay with the ones you love, no matter what? So what? You didn't love her anymore?
She was scared of me, Bill. She couldn't remember who I was, and one day she woke up and she looked at me and she screamed and... This is so fucking tragic! On many levels.
Don't you dare.
You gave her up. You gave her up to doctors and nurses. You know what they do to people in homes?
What else could I have done? What else? I took care of her until I couldn't anymore.
It was the best home money could buy.
Money. You and your damn money. Cared more about being a rich pig farmer than the people you were supposed to love.
How do you think I made all that money, Bill? Not such thing as a rich pig farmer. It's not in the meat. And no, he will never know. He cannot. My son will carry on hating me and not understanding a damn thing about the choices I made because the nature of those choices made me push him out and keep him out of the loop for his own safety. And now it's too late. There's no escape. And now I understand, me the player, why me the character wants to die. Because I've backed myself up into a corner for years. And the one thing that kept me going was my love for my wife. And now, even that is gone. Oh shit. This is real good. It's a shame that it wasn't presented properly because...
Hey, I loved you both. I did everything for you, everything.
Yeah, right.
Bill, I didn't want this call to...
You wanted to put my mom in a home. So I'm not sure what you want matters.
Bill, I just called to say...
Say what? Sorry?
He's going to hang up on me, isn't he?
Did you know I visited her? I found out where you put her, and I visited her.
Please don't say she talked, they are listening.
They said you visited sometimes.
She was my wife, Bill.
She cried, Dad. She cried. She wept, and she sobbed, and she kept asking me where you were. She was so scared, Dad. She was so scared. She wanted you to take her home.
The doctor said sometimes she was lucid, but I couldn't.
She was lucid, Dad. And I held her hand as she sobbed herself to sleep. And I kept holding her hand until they told me I had to go. Where were you? Taking care of your precious chestnuts? Feeding your heritage breed pigs?
No, Bill,
Save it. Talk to your goats or your pigs or whatever it is you do.
I could tell you, if I could only tell you. I love you, Bill. I love you more than I can ever say.
I just wanted to tell you goodbye, Bill. I've got some of your stuff all boxed up. If you wouldn't mind coming by in a few days to pick it up.
We'll see.
Goodbye, son.
You'll never make this right, Dad.
I'm still trying.
This is heavy. Okay, let's call the neighbor.
Hello?
Hey, Edie, it's...
Oh, hey, you. How are you doing? You know, I was just talking about you with Garth the other day. I said, Garth, you know, we ought to visit.
Edie, listen, I don't mean to interrupt. It's just, I'm on a tight schedule, and I need you to do me a favor, all right?
A favor? Sure. What you need?
I'm going to be out of town for a few days.
Oh? Finally taking my advice and visiting family?
I was wondering if you and Garth could make sure the animals were fed and watered, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh, sure. We ain't got much going on.
Thanks, Edie. Listen,
Evan, what are you doing? Get down from there. Sorry, cats. Anyway, what were you saying?
I was saying goodbye.
Yeah, the animals. I got them fed and watered for today. They should be good for tomorrow, too. But if it's too much of an imposition...
Not at all. We're happy to be imposed upon. You've been a good neighbor for so long. I'm glad you called me today. In fact, just the other day, I said to Garth, I said, if we don't visit, then we should host. Reach out, say hello, put together a little neighborly get-together. And you know what he said? He said, well, Edie, if we did that, we'd just... Oh, you know what? Let me go get him for you. It's better when he tells it. Garth? Yes, he's on the line. Your favorite neighbor?
This is clever.
What do you mean?
I can keep this conversation going. I don't know for how long. I think I'm gonna get an achievement if I see through to the end. Or I could just cut this, saying thank you.
I'm sorry. Garth's out.
I'm gonna let it run its
Now,
course.
what was I saying again? Oh, right, the get-together. I was thinking I'd make my famous roast with potatoes and carrots. Have I made you my carrots? I don't like to toot my own horn, but you are in for a treat the way I do them. Oh, but maybe if you were coming over, I should do a pork roast. I think I still have some of your pork from Easter in the freezer. I'll have to take a little look. Nobody raises pigs like you do, I swear. Though now that I think of it, I guess we might not be able to have the get
How much
together for a
dialogue did
while
they
if you're
record
going
for
out of
this?
town. Evan, I told you to get down from there. Judas Priest, you're gonna give me a heart attack one of these days. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's the least we can do to help out while you're away. Your animals are safe with us. And if there's anything else we can do to help, you just let us know.
Thank you, Edie.
Hey, you should drop on by next Saturday afternoon. We're going out to the Harvest Festival with the grandkids, and I know how lonely it's been, what with Sadie gone and all. You should come with.
Well, I appreciate the thought, Edie. I don't think I'll be back in town by then, though. Sorry.
Oh, that's too bad. It's been real nice seeing you coming back to church again.
Oh, it's been real nice being welcomed back. But now I gotta go. Chores and such. You know how it is.
Oh, I sure do. Well, come on over sometime. Just got some gooseberries in. We're making pies, and we'd love to have you. I know they're your favorite.
That they are. Gotta go now.
Yeah, that was the last item on the list. So, how are they gonna do it? The dog. Oh!
Hey, Brody. How you been?
Well, it still doesn't explain why the grave is nameless, since the dog had a name, Brody. But it sure explains why there is a grave here. I thought it was Sadie, but then at the back of my mind, I was telling myself, okay, there's no way this is legal. You are not allowed to bury people in your garden. But animals, yeah, you can.
I know I don't drop by as much as I ought. I ain't got an excuse. I still remember when I picked you up. Bill hadn't been himself lately, and I wanted him to... I wanted him to smile again. Oh, he saw you, and I could see that spark in his eyes. The boy was still mad at me, though, and I guess he had a right to be. But you? You he loved. And I think he came around on me, too. For a time. Good boy. Good boy. You want to know something, Brody? I always believe dogs go to heaven, because all dogs is fundamentally good. Even the mean ones, they're good too. They're just, hurt or starving or, sick or scared. So, I know where you are. And I know Sadie's probably with you right now. I done wrong, Brody. I done a lot of wrong. And I don't know if I can make up for it. I want to tell you I'll see you soon, but the truth is I do not know. I don't know if I was good enough for you. Or her. I don't know if I did my best. So, this may be goodbye. I love you. And I miss you all the same.
And now I get to cook a meal in full with all the stages, and I have to do it myself. So I think we're doing this too. So steak, Can I take everything? Peas. With it one at a time. Yeah, okay. Okay, let me just not do this, and I'm trying to do things. I'm trying to do things properly here. Way to ruin the moment again because of these controls and the inability to. Okay, so steak, pick up the floor. Don't mind the hygiene issue. Peas, potato. Oh my god, this is so clunky. Why would you do that? Come on. Oh shit. Oh, this is infuriating. Can I even pick up the potato now? Is it gone forever? It's gone, isn't it? Oh my god, this is... Where is the knife? Do I have to reload my save file, just so I can cook shit? In a game that is not cooking game. Okay. I cannot... Okay. I can restart the scene. I hate that this game makes me restart the scene because the mechanics are fucked up. Where is it? Where is the diced meat? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm stubborn. I'm cooking this too. You can't stop me with your screwed up mechanics. I have to aim higher than the board, so because see, the board is not interactive in itself. I can't just put the steak down. I think I can't. Let's check. If I pick it up, no, if I push the right trigger, it doesn't work. So I have to aim higher, throw the meat, find the knife that I just dropped, and which is somewhere now. The knife has vanished from existence. Where the why? Why? I mean, just play Overcooked. It's easy to make people cook in a game and not make it impossible. Okay. One step at a time. Steak. I do hope I cannot overcook the steak. Okay. Potato. 1. No, do not aim at the knife, otherwise you will pick it up instead of putting the potato down. Shit! Oh, come on. Come here. Well, at least it's not merged with an asset. Oh, come on. Potato here. Can you see how needlessly hard this is? Okay, potato done. Carrot or onion, whatever. This is agony. Where is the knife? It's here. Um, 4 carrots. I'm amazed because this game with a phone call, both phone calls, but especially the first one with the son. This game just threw heavy emotional shit at me, and it worked. And now that it has finally managed to make me feel shit and make me sad and jaded and everything, it's destroying its own emotional impact. Where is the carrot? Here. See? This is how you destroy your own emotional impact. By making me do some stupid ass cooking with broken mechanics. And making me angry at the game instead of immersed and... You get my point. So, potato done. Carrot done. Onion done. Peas. Yeah. Some stuck. Corn. Nope. Corn is... Nope. Where is the stuck? Cupboard. Coffee. Corn. Beans. Tuna. Pepper. Meat. Salt. Beans. Soap. Tea. No. Slop. No. Bit over there. Here. Tea. Nope. Where is the stock? What's in there? Burrito? No. Here. There you go. Whew. Stew. Steak, stock, peas, potato, carrot, onion. Why do I... So, am I shooting myself? Not letting the other guy shoot me. Is it because I don't want to burden him with having to do it? Since he genuinely actually cares for me. Well, not enough to keep me alive, but well. The whole, you know, just following orders conundrum. Or maybe is it because I want to, you know, stay in control of this last act of my life? Do I want agency? Why the shotgun? So, Rick Thief fantastic voice acting. Why the shotgun? Could I kill the hitman? Okay, anyway, I'll have to look this up on the internet. Why the shotgun? Was there a reason for it to be there? Okay, I think I've said it all during the playthrough. There is a genuine, heart-wrenching story buried in there. There is something extremely powerful about the situation, about why things unfold the way they do. And it would have deserved such a better treatment than what we actually got in this game. One of the reviews I saw, I didn't read any reviews in deep because I didn't want to spoil myself. I wanted to go as blind as humanly possible. I just knew the pitch. I said that in the intro. One of the reviews I read was, "This is a great story but a bad game," and I have to kind of agree. Not everything about the game is bad. To partake in these recreational activities with the hitman, like the horseshoe and the car, fixing the car and shoveling manure. That was all right on paper. The concept of it was good. Problem is the execution. Like the horseshoe, perfect. It works as a throwing game. You're not really sure why sometimes you get closer to the pole or sometimes farther from it, but most of it, it's a mini game that works. The shoveling, same thing. Point, click, get an interaction, works. Nothing to pull you out, nothing to break your immersion. The car doesn't work. Because what's happening on the screen doesn't match what's supposed to happen in the narrative, in the situation. So all these little discrepancies and the uneven graphics. The environment looks fine. The hitman looks fine. Soul, the other mob guy, looks weird, and the animals look atrocious. They look scary as shit. I like horses as much as the next guy, but I don't want to be near this horse with his big empty eyes, with no pupils. The pigs are terrifying. Even these ones on the background here, if you look at the way they rotate instead of moving like actual fucking animals. So yeah, I think this is an ambitious game that's a little bit too ambitious for its own good. I get what they wanted to go for here. I get what they wanted to make, and they fell short. But it's not all bad. I had these moments of when I felt it. I really did feel it at times. Because of the writing, because of the ideas, because of this final phone call between father and son. Yeah, I felt that in my gut. And then the game ruined it with the cooking sequence. Come on, why would you do this? This is the last thing I did. This is the last thing I'm going to remember from this game, is having to relaunch 3 times a sequence because it was impossible to do it right the first time around because it was broken. What a shame. Anyway, I'm glad I played this because it's going to be great, for conversations and shit. It's going to be a good game to talk about. I hope you liked the video. Expect some more one-shots in the future. I like this format. I want to do more of these. it's a great way to have a feeling of, you know, accomplishment. So I can cross one game out of my long ass list of games I need to play. Yeah, of course, if you can complete them in one sitting, it's really better. it lets you move through things a lot faster. So well, see you in the next one. I hope you had fun. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch. And, well, see you again soon on the Cosmic Camel stream. Goodbye.